Good morning, everyone. What is good, everyone? What is today? Today is Thursday, May 23rd, 2024. It is Town Hall Thursday. You're tuning in live with us here at 7:25 a.m., whether that be in if you're also watching the replay, whether it be in the afternoon, the evening, or in the nighttime, we just want to say thank you for tuning in, no matter what time of the day it is. But today we have Town Hall Thursday. You can find us on LinkedIn, YouTube, or any audio or podcast platforms. If this is your first time tuning into News in Motion, you're probably asking yourself, what is News in Motion? Well, News in Motion is a news media outlet with relevant commentary and call to actions. We also talk about voter registration and how we can improve our communities as well. So if you're interested in learning what Town Hall Thursday is, invite a friend. Let them know that you watch News in Motion. Now, with the rules of Town Hall Thursday, the moment y'all stop asking questions, putting comments in the chat, the segment is over. I'm just a messenger. That's just the rules. Those are the rules. So the moment y'all stop asking questions, the segment is over. So come with all the questions, come with the facts. We're gonna connect the dots. Come with the questions, the hard-headed questions for the headline news. And also Thursdays are usually our Fridays Eve. So we will get some headline news, but we're also going to keep it light and fun today. Before we get started, of course, we got to get some shout outs. Shout out to Miss Marianne Jackson. Good morning to you, Miss Shirley Nicholson. Good morning, Miss Adrian, Miss Shardinia, and Miss Kim Emerson, who are all tuning in through the tubes of you. So, without further delay, you know what we do over here. Let's get ready for some news in motion.
News in motion.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Yes, y'all, we are still having some technical difficulty. That's why you see the intro jump, and we don't know what's happening. We've been working with StreamYard to get everything fixed. It's just very interesting. And I just decided, you know what? The enemy's busy just trying to mess us up, but we're going to be okay. All right. I know he's already yelled you out, but I'm going to go back and say Marion Jackson, Shirley Nicholson, Adrian, Shardinia, Kim Edmondson, Latrice Jones, Regina Shorts. What's up, everyone? Good morning to all of you, the News in Motion family. And yes, I'm wearing everything. All the jewelry is by Paparazzi, Latrice Jones. So y'all go get some of that. Check it out. Get her business up and pumping once again. I know she's always selling. And we want to continue to keep her lifted. All right, y'all. This is Town Hall Thursday. Good morning, Deborah Johnson. This is Town Hall Thursday, and it's going to be a light Thursday. When I say light Thursday, y'all, there's been so much news that I'm like, okay, we got to take a breather. We got to calm down a little bit, take a breather as we're going into this Memorial Day weekend. Y'all, today is Thursday. It is Thursday, y'all. May the 23rd, 2024, and it is Town Hall Thursday. Well, in the news, as we jump in here real quick, in the news, as I shared yesterday, the Biden administration announced that it is canceling student loans for another 160,000 students, borrowers, excuse me. Now, y'all, this means nearly 5 million Americans. Now, there's other references that are showing close to 7 million Americans that had about 167 together, about $167 billion in student loan debt canceled. Can y'all just say great for that? Don't y'all forget that when y'all go to those polls. Now, I want y'all to help me work through this because I'm going to need some help. I'm going to need some help. And I want to hear from all of you who are tuning in live on the live chat, and then everybody on the podcast. Somehow I need you to communicate with me. I need some help with this. Can you tell me what you think about this? Y'all, Nikki Haley. Remember Nikki Haley? She'll never support Donald Trump. He's a danger to America. She was not encouraging her supporters to support him. In her first public speech since she got out of the race, She said yesterday that she will be voting for Donald J. Trump in the general election. I'm like, what? I thought it was old news, y'all. I had to keep and I started going through all of the alerts saying, she said what? So yeah, y'all, that's what's happening. Now, y'all, the comments are signaling that the GOP consolidation of support is now all behind Donald Trump. Those who are saying they're not independent or going to vote for Joe Biden. I just really want to know what y'all say about that. Yes, Davy is so very disappointing. Yes, she flipped so quick. Yes, Kim Edmondson. I was in the middle of doing something. I stopped. I said, what? What did she? I was like, there's no way. This has to be an old clip. I was like, wow. But I do know that the Biden administration, they're going after her supporters because, good morning, Nestor, because they're saying they were really the independent people who were supporting her. So they're going after them. So we'll see what's happening there. So if you're wondering why I'm so pumped today, listen. Yeah, we're going to talk some financial news. We do. We have to do that. Now, if you don't know anything about NVIDIA, I'm going to be a little concerned about you because that's the talk of the world. Okay, NVIDIA. NVIDIA is a stock. The ticker number is NVDA. Wait, before I go there, Davia says, yep, somebody promised her something. Yeah, Davia, let's go there. Marion says, really biggest flip-flopper ever. She called him a danger. I mean, it's like you called the man a danger. Like, seriously, those were harsh words, and now you're voting for him? Okay, whatever. All right, y'all, back to NVIDIA. All right, so their earnings came out yesterday. If y'all know anything about earnings, y'all, in this, there's no disconnection with politics, with what's happening. We're going to talk a moment about the GDP in a few moments. There's a connection, all right? There's a connection. So all eyes were on NVIDIA, CNBC, anybody, Wall Street, everybody was waiting for their earnings, and their earnings came out after the bell, 20 minutes to the point. If you ever would have thought Gail Dudley would be watching financial news at this point of her life, it's like, it trips me out also. It was the most thrilling thing, okay? So, transparent moment, because I want you all to get into this, okay? So, transparent moment, I said, okay, I'm going to buy some NVIDIA options. People were like, you're crazy. Like, everybody was like, if you're in it, you're crazy because it's just going to hit bottom. I told y'all last week about bears bears are low and bulls are calls. So, bears are puts and bulls are calls. So, I did a call. Listen. And it was pulling back. When you call pullback, that means the numbers are dropping. But you knew people were in there trying to make them not come out as great. So the CEO came out yesterday about 4:20 on the nose Eastern time and gave his report. Not only did they beat earnings, they beat guidance, they beat everything. They came out with a new chip. As soon as that happened, the big seven, that's your Microsoft, your Meta, your AMDs, all them, the SMCIs, they all skyrocket. And for the first time ever, y'all, this was news everywhere. If you missed it, something's wrong with you. NVIDIA hit over 1,000. I'm like, say what? I was like literally in my house screaming, y'all, screaming. Seriously, my husband's like, Gail, seriously. And then when I showed him the portfolio, he was like, oh, shoot. I said, listen, this is how you live, y'all. I'm having fun. Last summer, I hope I have the same kind of summer this year where I just continue my freedom, maybe take my freedom to another level. But listen, I immediately started thinking, okay, our philanthropic, what are we going to do here when it comes to giving to churches? Because I give everything away. It's like, what is happening? Well, let me calm down just a little bit. This Latrice Jones is always about the money. Let me calm down just a little bit. Because in calming down, they've already said that when the bell rings, they know all the people who are going to try to sell, where they're halting sales, which means you can't go anywhere. And you don't know what's going to happen. So if you're saying, well, what's NVIDIA? NVIDIA is the number one AI chip. All right. Hello, somebody. It's the number one AI chip. So when NVIDIA has Already, you can see it. Everything's green, Kim Edmondson. Hester Jackson, the screens are green. Everything moves with NVIDIA. Well, the great news is on June the 7th, and this is not financial advisory any way, shape, or form. I'm not giving you any information like that. Let me get my legal piece out here. NVIDIA is going to do a 10-1 split. So it means if you're thinking, well, I can't afford this, listen, you will be able to afford NVIDIA. I want y'all to hear me. On June the 7th, do what you wish, because I'm not giving you financial advice. That's illegal for me to do. So let me put that out there. But on June 7th, just go and look it up and see what you think and make some decisions, because it's going to be affordable for everybody, y'all. Why miss an opportunity like this? Latrice Jones says, let me book an appointment with Kim Edmondson. If Gail is this excited, I need to know. Listen, Latrice Jones. We need to have a meeting. We need to have a meeting and talk about this. Hester put in the chat, y'all, buy on the split. Listen, I was like, what is going on? Never in a million years did I think I would have that type of experience. So I checked this morning because everybody's hedging on that bell that rings at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. And I said, this thing is still moving up. So now the difficulty is, do you hold or do you sell? Well, my expiration date is tomorrow. So I'm going to have to do something between now and noon, because at noon, you're going to face what you call time decay. Time decay will bring in the Greeks, which is theta. Kim Edmondson, you never thought I was going to remember all this, did you? Means theta, which means theta will start eating away from your profit. So I got some decisions to make. So if y'all love me, I'm going to need y'all to pray for me. And I'm going to need them not to halt the sale when I'm ready to sell it. All right? So y'all listen. I think everyone, y'all know I had Cassandra Cummings on here with us. I think all of us need to understand this, y'all. This is a game changer. So when something like a Red Lobster comes on the market, we can say, well, we're going to buy Red Lobster because the churches are going to go to Red Lobster after church. Y'all know that's the place after church, Red Lobster, or hotel. Hester's going to build and manage a hotel. We can invest in that. She's been asking for investors anyway. Y'all, this is a game changer. We got to stop waiting on other people to do for us. Y'all, we got to do for ourselves. Hello. Hester says sell now and rebuy on the split. Well, there's that. Y'all, seriously, this is huge. All right, so home sales. Even listen to this, people. If you're in an investment mindset and you're thinking holistically and not be greedy, one thing they talk about with options trading is like the psychology of trading and not to be greedy. It's like, don't hold on to something because it can like crash in seconds. Like seriously, and then you lose everything. You never want to be in the red. So the trading mindset should be stay in the green, even if it's $5, because it's $5 you didn't have. And if you keep adding $5 every day, bam, look at that. So y'all, home sales, Yahoo Finance are saying home sales unexpectedly fell last month. Like it's like we ain't buying, okay? People aren't buying houses at all. So in a few moments, y'all hear me. Y'all, this is all politics. This is all news. In a few moments, it's going to be a buyer's market again. And when I say it's a buyer's market again, then we can go in and start buying up properties. Hello, somebody. Rehab them, flip them, make them Airbnbs, make them homeless shelters, as long as we're within the zoning, building up communities, y'all. An opportunity. So y'all don't miss this. I am seeing all kinds of things when it comes to financials. And remember, this is a person who hated math. Okay, hated math. I am loving the numbers now. So watch out for this, y'all. The sluggish sales during the usual busy home buying season comes in as the median prices of previously owned homes rose about 5.7% from last year to $407,600, according to the National Association of Realtors. So that's about to come down. Hester says all trading options day, etc. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. Seriously, y'all. Here's the thing. And thank you, Hester, for raising that. Hopefully, y'all getting something out of this here. This is all about town hall, so ask questions. We've already started town hall meetings, so ask questions. Yeah, it's going to be a buyer's market. All signs lead to being a buyer's market. when they say don't be greedy, those of us who come in, like me, Hester, we're retail. They call us retailers. So we're retail. Well, there's a thing called the whales. Look it up. Look it up. There's a thing called the whales, where the whales will go in and buy up everything, and then the institutions will go in and buy up everything. So you can see within a candle how many buyers are in that candle, and then within that candle, you can also see where people are throwing in big money. So let's say Berkshire. Berkshire is Warren Buffett. Berkshire may go in there and grab up, I don't know, 3 million of a candle. Well, that's one person. So you want to be careful with that one person, because when he pulls, the candle's going to go red. So you got to know what to do. So it's all a part of it, and then it goes up and down. And yesterday we had Chairman Powell come out, and then I think somebody's speaking today. So you got to pay attention. Learning a lot about buying stocks. Yay, Marion! So y'all, the GDP, which is the gross domestic product. Okay. This is all news. Y'all need to understand this. GDP measures the monetary value of final goods and services. All right, y'all. So those things that are bought as the final user. So anywhere throughout the country during a period of time, and it usually comes out about a quarter, every quarter of the year. Now it counts as output generated within the borders of the country. So they're looking at outputs. That's what the gross domestic product is. So when you see the words GDP, you should have an understanding of what's there. But y'all, here's a question. Let's talk. What's up, Dr. Antoinette? Go ahead, Hester. Hester's educating y'all in here. Y'all make sure y'all look at it. The longer the candle, the more investors. She's absolutely correct. And what happens is when the candles start backing out, you don't immediately jump out. You wait and see what's happening. But once that next candle starts, pay attention. Is it red or is it green? And you have to allow for pullback. So you also have to have, again, that psychology of trading, and you can't be emotional with it. You have to be like, okay, I'm going to let it pull back. But if it pulls back, so you have your risk management in place as well. Y'all, we got to teach a class on this. You got to have a risk management. Kim Edmonds, I think you turned me into a junkie. All right, so here's the question with the whole GDP and inflation and all of that. Why are so many why aren't many Americans understanding what's really going on? Why aren't we understanding this? Is it because we are fearful of it? I'm talking about myself. I was afraid. I have no problem saying that now. I was afraid to learn something new because I didn't understand it. And I'm a person who I want to know. And Kim will tell you, Kim Edmondson will tell you, Cassandra Cummings will tell you, I will ask a gazillion questions because I want to know. I will go look, I will go read, I will go watch videos. I want to know everything there is to know before I jump in anything. And before I do it, I decide, do I really want to do this or not? But I took a step, and we've shared this on here. I took a step, and now, listen, I'm all the way in. But then seeing all the dots connected, I told you how much Nancy Pelosi made on stocks yesterday, just in 5 months, $21 million on one ticker, which is PANW. Again, I'm not giving a financial advice because I'm not going to go to jail for y'all. So according to a Harris poll published yesterday by The Guardian, I want y'all to hear this. Look, Dr. Bryce knows too. Birds, bulls, you mean bears, bulls, candles, and whales. Oh my, listen, that's what I'm talking about. So y'all, among 2,000 plus participants in this survey, I want y'all to pay attention to this. 56% think the U.S. is currently experiencing a recession. It's not. It's nowhere close to it. And the question is, why are people thinking that? It's nowhere close to it. We're not in a recession at all. We're not even close to it. We're not even on the tip of it. We're not even see it in the near future. That's not happening. And 55 believe that the economy is shrinking. Now, the GDP is a key measure of economic activity. And in the United States of America, it is growing. It is growing. 72% believe inflation is going up. Y'all, inflation has halved since 2022 when it peaked at 9.1%. Right now, y'all, it's hovering over 3% and 4%. But why are we thinking something different? 49% think the current unemployment rate is at 50-year high. No, y'all, it's near the 50-year low. It's the complete opposite. It's the complete opposite. So where are we failing? I want to hear from y'all. This is Town Hall. Talk to me. Where are we failing with this? 49% believe the S&P 500 is on a decline. Oh, y'all, it was the first of the year, the number was like 5189. Y'all, it hit 5325 earlier this week. It is not on a decline at all. We're nowhere near a decline. But that's what Americans think. It's very, very interesting what we hear and what we see. And so my question is, how do we unpack this so that people really know what's going on? Because it's not at all what people are thinking. 58% of the polls participants blame the current administration for what they believe is a worsening economy. Y'all, the Dow hit over 40,000 this week. No, last Friday, and it stayed there for most of this week. It pulled back on Wednesday, waiting on NVIDIA's earnings, which once they came out, they skyrocketed as well. Although NVIDIA is under the S&P 500. I'm like, what? Y'all, these are the spins that we pay attention to time and time again, that we need to uncover the truth of what's really happening. Y'all, the economy is doing better now than it did under the previous administration, as well as the administration before that one. And so if I'm going to even talk about the forever president, Barack Obama, it's true. So he didn't even bring this kind of economy. And the infrastructure bill that's out there and everything that's booming is helping boom the economy, y'all. Don't miss this. I cannot stress, get beyond the names and get down to the root of what's going on so that you have a clear understanding of how the economy grows. Kim Edmondson, I think the best thing I ever did was learn about investment. Hester says a lot of people don't understand economics. Prices are high, inflation is up, so they think we're in a recession. Yeah, because they're saying, well, milk is costing this, eggs are costing this, fuel is costing this. There's so much more to that piece of the puzzle, y'all. Kim Edmondson says, this is valuable education, people. Listen, I don't know, and I'm just thinking, like, how do we have some of these community sessions to get people to understand 1 + 1 = 2, 1 × 1 = 1, so that we really understand what's happening here. So y'all, 58% of the poll, I told you about that. Y'all, more than 60% of the 2,000 people surveyed said that they were skeptical until they went through the survey. They said they had no idea of any of this. So even if you have 60% of that 2,000 plus who were surveyed, let's say there were 1,200 people. I'm just going to give a number. 1,200 people. So if we're saying out of every 2,000 of registered voters, or even those over the age of 18, out of every 2,000, 1,200 people will say, well, I don't even know. Then we have a problem. So come here, Latrice Jones. Are you somewhere out there in the chat? Is this a school system challenge? Is this something we need to go back into elementary school, middle school, high school, and teach this? Is this something that we need to have economics, not just in college class courses, but as an elective, but everyone has to learn this? Now, I will tell you, my heart would probably been coming out my chest if I knew I had to do this back then. Now I will eat a class up like this in a minute. So y'all, in the Friday rundown, so you have to subscribe to the Friday rundown. In the Friday rundown, I'm going to add the test, the quiz from The Guardian, so you can test your knowledge. Oh yeah, we're not going to leave you hanging. We're going to let you test your knowledge. You don't have to tell us what you scored next week when we come back, but do it, if nothing more, just for fun, to see where everything lies. Hester says, yes, I agree. Go back and make it mandatory in high schools. Listen, we need to learn this. All right, y'all, CNN Business. The Department of Justice is expected to file an antitrust lawsuit, y'all, against Live Nation today. Y'all remember this, Taylor Swift, they were jacking up all the ticket prices and how that big snafu happened. And this is, at least part over the whole Ticketmaster piece. So the Department of Justice in several states are expected to file a lawsuit today. And hopefully that will help regulate some things. I still think it's crazy. Those of you who went to see Beyonce, y'all know what we had to do. We had to get in line, online, get in line. You had to have a certain card. You had to have a Citibank card, which means, so how much was Citibank giving the Beyonce people? I mean, just how, I remember young, we just went and got tickets. We went and stood in line, got tickets, and went on about our merry way. Now everything is online. And so again, with the Beyonce tickets, you get in line, you had to have a certain card. Certain cards came in certain days, certain numbers came up certain times. You got your tickets. You had so many moments to get your tickets. You had to find out where you were going. It was crazy. So it's like, be done with all of this because it's just way too much. So that's happening today, y'all. And just because it's news. And now we got some young people on here. Parents, you navigate what you want them to hear. I know we have high schoolers that are on here, and I know y'all know all about this. So I'm going to give this news story. AP News reports, y'all, and I really want y'all to talk to me about this. Y'all, please don't get quiet in the chat. Remember, this town hall, once the conversation stops, it's over. All right, y'all, more Americans, get this one, more Americans report using marijuana daily than drinking alcohol daily for the first time as recreational weed becomes legal to more states, according to a new study. I gave that exactly how it was in the AP News. So I started digging because I wanted to know. So y'all, more Americans, I mean, they're using it. You know how most people have like a drink with their meal, whether that's, mimosa in the morning or Moscato in the evening, or a whatever, amaretto sour, one of my faves, in the evening, whatever, okay? A port, whatever, a beer, cold ice brew, whatever. Well, instead of that, people are lighting up. Yeah, this is the first time in 3 decades, y'all. Everyday use of marijuana has surpassed that of alcohol, according to an analysis released on yesterday. Y'all, they say it's a shift that some 4 decades in the making as recreational pot use became more mainstream. Yeah, they're saying it's legal in nearly half of the U.S. states. Like, half the people smoking? Okay. An estimated 17.7 million people are reported using marijuana daily. Yeah, that's what's happening. Again, y'all, the Associated Press reports that in 1992, when daily pot use hit a low point, less than 1 million people said they use marijuana nearly every day. Now it's 17.7. What say you about that? I want to hear what you're thinking. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I want to know. Y'all, this is Town Hall. Talk to me. Talk to me before we go to the Memorial Day weekend segment. So talk to me real quick, y'all. What do you think? I need to see y'all in the chat. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about this marijuana use? Marion Jackson says, I agree. I know some people who smoke daily. Okay. Yo, is it a medical thing? Is it that y'all drive me so crazy I just need to like be high for a moment? Yo, what is this? What is this? Y'all, 17.7 million. Deborah Johnson says, what are they escaping from? That's a great question, Deborah. That's a great question. What are they escaping from? Great question. Well, who else? And that's, it's just like, is it so stressful out here that they gotta light up? Like, what is it? And I don't know about y'all, that smell still drives me crazy. It gives me migraines. So if that's what's happening in your home, okay, just let me know so I'll stay outside before I come in, because I get migraines from that. So what are they escaping from? Anybody else? Come on, y'all. Talk to me. It's town hall meeting. Talk to me. Marion says, me personally, I prefer clean air. Me too. Deborah says, a lot of friends say they are in chronic pain, so they eat gummies. Okay, so chronic pain is a part of it. I like that. I like that. So chronic pain is a part of it. Okay. And they eat gummies. Marion says prefer clean air. Anyone else? What are your thoughts on this? Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me during this town hall meeting. Y'all, 17.7 million people. 17.7. Yeah, that is the number, 17.7. All right, so as you are continuing to put that in there, I want to go to the Memorial Day segment before we get out of here, before I get to the inspirational message. First of all, y'all, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I reflect back every now and then on the growth of News in Motion, things that we've been doing, how we've been doing it. And again, thank you to everyone. Y'all, the book is still selling. And I cannot thank y'all enough. Before I go on to that, Dr. Antoinette says exactly, Deborah Johnson, maybe something that is a driving force behind daily use needs to be addressed. And then Latrice says, what are the demographics of the 17 million? I will tell you that. Hold on. I didn't, I pulled the stuff up. Now, what's interesting, a lot of the demographics start in the West. So California, there's Utah out here, there's Texas out here, there's Oregon as well. But then it rolls over to the South, lower South. But now the demographics when it comes to racial makeup, background, or socioeconomic status, I don't have that. But that's something we can dig into. Latrice also says a lot of young people smoke because of anxiety, but what makes them anxious? Great question. And there's a lot of people dealing with anxiety today. A lot of people are dealing with anxiety. And some say it came from the pandemic, out of being in isolation and so forth. So I don't know, but that's something we need to look at and also pray for. So we can pray for our young and older people, but y'all, 17.7 million. What I'll do, because I think you should know this, I will put that in the Friday rundown as well, so you can do your own due diligence and research as well. And then Latrice says, I think this is disproportionately affecting Black and Brown people. I love the brain of Latrice Jones. Yeah, I don't disagree with you. So when you think about the West and when you think about down South, that may be some of that, the demographics there and how it will disproportionately affect Black and Brown people. Even Texas, I guess that is somewhat South. So you have that. But great question. But I'll add that to the Friday rundown as well, y'all. I'm just having such a great time. So again, thank y'all for everyone who's purchasing books, people who are inviting me to come to do a small group in their area. All of that is just so exciting for me. I'm actually doing some book signing Friday at Kennedy Cakes. Not where I'm doing anything. There's just people who now have books and so I just have them all come at the same time between 9 and 11 on Friday. So I can sit there and just eat some great sweets, have some great conversations with people at a table and sign their book. So if you have a book that needs signed, you can meet us down at Kennedy Cakes on Friday as well. Shirley Nicholson says, I hear others say that is a replacement for Adderall. Yeah. And Adderall was really big when I was young. I know several of my friends were taking Adderall. So, yeah. All right, y'all. So what are y'all doing this Memorial Day weekend besides drinking or smoking weed? Yeah, I said that. That's really in my script. I was like, this is going to be a great segue in here. But y'all, here are some things that we can do for this Memorial Day weekend for adult and children. If you don't have anxiety from things that have happened during our most recent parades, go to a parade to support the National Memorial Day Parade. There's a big one that's going to be in Washington, D.C. if you feel like taking a drive. Learn more about Memorial Day's history. There's so many people who say, what do I really post on that day and what does that look like? Plan a backyard barbecue. I think more and more people are getting out, so that'll be great to do. Tune in to the National Memorial Day concert. That's going to be Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on PBS. So 8 p.m., that's the National Memorial Day concert. Take a tour of the White House. The White House is open on Memorial Day. Latrice Jones says, we are counting down to Isaac's graduation on 5/29 and 5/30. Listen, Isaiah and I were talking about that before we came on the air. And I said, how's your mama doing? He said, right now she's cool. Right now she's cool. But all of us, all the aunties, uncles, family, friends, we're going to have a huge celebration for Isaac. Yes, congratulations. And yes, congratulations to all graduates. For young people, set up a drinks and snack station, especially for people who may be walking or whatever. That's one way that you can learn about economics and income and running a business. So you can do that. Visit a national park. Help build a house for a vet. Habitat for Humanity are doing so many of these during the weekend. So just contact your local Habitat for Humanity and see if you can participate. Create a sidewalk mural. Bake patriotic treats. Do some reading. Catch up on your reading. Google this, because I did this earlier this week just to see if I can really find these things. It's amazing, y'all. There are veteran-owned businesses that you can Google and then shop, just like on Shop Small Saturday, Shop Black Friday, Shop Black Businesses. You can Google veteran-owned businesses and shop. And I say, don't just do it that day. Make it a regular thing to do. Do some decoration of your home. Donate flowers in honor of those who serve. Some other ones, organize some outside games, offer a moment of silence in any activity that you may be a part of. Take a drive, look at, what's happening out there. Just say, today I'm just going to take a drive down some back streets or whatever. Donate to the Department of Veterans Affairs, visit a small town, go antiquing. Believe it or not, your girl right here loves to go to antique shops. I do, and I buy stuff. And now here's what I do. Some of y'all ask me, there's times usually I've been wearing more of it lately. I have a lot of my grandmother's jewelry. My siblings know because I took it off, but I'm the one that wear it. But I will go to antique places and look at jewelry and wear them. I wear them a lot on Sundays. When my husband and I pastor the church inside a building, I wear them all the time. Now I wear them on certain occasions. So make sure you do that. Lori says, what's up, Lori? She says, I love antiques. We're going to have to go antiquing. Make it a day of it. Stop for lunch. Y'all send a care package. Camp out in your backyard. Watch a movie outside. All that's happening today. Hester says she does too. See, y'all, we learn something about people in this community. I just love it. Post a special message on Instagram, but whatever you do, please do some research before you post. Okay, because there's some things that people post that are offensive. Know the difference between Memorial Day, Veterans Day, and Labor Day. They are different. They are not the same. Pay respects at a cemetery if that's something that you're into. Go berry picking, go tubing. Kim Edmondson, I thought about you. I was up at the dam the other day walking, and I said, is it time for Kim to bring this out? Watch the National Wreath Laying Ceremony if you're into that. Listen to veteran stories. There's so much we can do, but I want all of you to be safe. I want you all to be safe. We will be back on Tuesday. Have some fun. Enjoy the sun. Take a walk. Walk in the rain. Dance in your house. Sing a song. Whatever. Learn option trading. Hello, somebody. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Listen. I have a plea. And we really need this. If you have the book Inspire, and I know many of you have it because we sent it to you. If you have the book Inspire, the moment we sign off of here today, can you please go to Amazon? Isaiah is on it. Can you please go to Amazon and review the book? We need you badly to review the book. We are on 2 bestsellers lists already. They have asked us to get more reviews because we're being considered for another one. Don't be mad. Don't be jealous. Don't be a hater. Will you please go and review the book. Whether you read one sentence, one paragraph, 10 devotionals, or the entire book. Thank you, Isaiah. Please go to Amazon as soon as we sign out and review the book. I will be forever grateful. All right, y'all, until Tuesday, I am your host, Gail Dudley. Have a safe Memorial Day weekend. The Friday rundown will come out tomorrow. Hester, Kim, we need to discuss doing some sort of webinar, something. But listen, I like Lori says, even if you have only read 3 pages, review those. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, y'all. We're out.
News in motion.